Hi all, this is Rajiv Gupta presenting you all the SIP Transcription TOI. So starting with the background, Cisco Unity connection prior to 8.6.2 had a speech view feature in which transcription of voice messages is provided by nuance. The transcribed text is updated at connection and can be viewed by using Web-in-Box or VMO. The speech view feature does not support synchronization of transcribed text between Cisco Unity connection and Exchange mailboxes. The transcription of voice message will be visible at Cisco Unity connection only by using Web-in-Box or ViewMail for Outlook. It is not visible at Outlook Web Access or Exchange client. If user receives voice message through ViewMail for Outlook, then also it is not synchronized with Exchange or Exchange clients. If the transcription by third-party transcription service provider is failed, then this failed or timeout status is not updated at Exchange. It is updated only on connection. So moving to the next slide that describes the what new feature we developed here. The transcription of voice message is now synchronized between Cisco Unity connection with Exchange mailboxes. With this, user will be able to view the transcribed text using OA and VMO. However, user experience may vary in different cases. So suppose case 1 is when user send voice message through Web-in-Box. The transcribed message, whichever received by nuance, is synced between Cisco Unity connection and Exchange. Using Outlook and Outlook Web Access client, transcribed message is visible in the reading pane of the message. Also, failure or timeout response of transcribed messages are also visible in the reading pane of message. Using ViewMail for Outlook client, transcribed message is visible in both reading pane of the email and in transcript panel. So moving on to the next slide that describes the case 2 when users send voice message through VMO. The transcribed message received by nuance is synced between Cisco Unity connection and Exchange. So when user send the voice message through VMO, then using Outlook and Outlook Web Access client, transcribed message is a part of transcript file attached with the name of transcript.txt. You can open this transcript.txt file and view the transcription of the voice message. Failure of or timeout response of the transcribed message is also visible in the transcript file. You can open the same transcript.txt file to access the status measures of failure or timeout cases. Using VMO, transcribed message will also be visible in the transcription panel. Secure messages are not synchronized with Exchange. So, using ViewMail for Outlook client, transcription of secure message only visible in the transcription panel. So, in case when you send a secure message, the transcription of that secure message is not synchronized to Exchange. But if we are using VMO, we can able to see the transcription of that secure message in transcription panel. Synchronizing the transcription of voice message when the sender sends voicemail to connection through third-party email clients and the receiver views the voicemail through various clients. So moving on the next slide, describe the user experience for case 1 when we send the voice message through Web-in-Box or tool. Upon receiving the transcribed message from nuance, the message is synced with Exchange and is displayed in the message body. So here we can see the transcription of the message in the reading pane of mail, and also the transcription of the message will be seen in the transcription panel. Moving in the next slide, that is user experience case 2 when we send the voice message through VMO. So if user receives a voice message through VMO, the transcription of voice message is synced between connection and exchange clients. The transcribed message is enclosed in form of an attachment with the file name as transcription.txt. So the same screenshot for that. Here we can see the transcription is becoming into the transcription.txt. When we send voicemail through VMO, transcription is updated in the transcription.txt. We can open this transcription.txt file to see the transcription of the message. Also, if you are using VMO, we can see the transcription of the message in the transcription panel. So moving on the next slide. So user experience from VMO and transcription is in progress state. So we are using VMO for the sending the voicemail and transcription is still in process. If user receives a voice message through VMO and connection is waiting for the updated information from the nuance, the message transcription is in progress is displayed at the connection and the attachment name display at VMO is transcription_pending.txt. Whenever connection receives update from the nuance, the transcription_pending text is replaced with the transcription.txt file and the replaced attachment is synced with the exchange. So here the snapshot from VMO and transcription is in progress state. So here we can see the transcription_pending.txt file generated whenever the transcription is in progress state. So when the transcription is received from the nuance, it is automatically updated and it is shown as transcription.txt. So moving on the next slide, I describe the transcription of voice message synchronized when there is a response timeout or failure of voice message. User receives voice message through web-inbox. Upon a response timeout from third-party transcription service like Nuance, the error message is synchronized with exchange. The response timeout and failure message is displayed at the exchange message body, and description depicting that caused the transcription failure will vary based on the error received from Nuance. So this is a snapshot for the failed transcription status, which is updated from connection to exchange. Here you can see the transcription failed to hear the message, check your voicemail. This is the failed transcription status, which is synced to exchange. Here we are using Outlook Web Access to view the transcription status. So moving on the next slide, that describes timeout transcription status is synced with the Outlook Web Access. Here you can see the transcription requested timeout status is updated at exchange. So moving on the next slide, transcription of voice message synchronized in secure and private message. So if you send private message through connection or Gmail for Outlook, the message transcription is not created. In case of secure message, if you send a secure message through connection, the transcription remains at connection side and not synced with the exchange. Only the message. This message has been marked secure, updated on the body part of the mail. If you are not using Gmail, log on to connection by phone to retrieve the message is displayed at the exchange body. So if you see here, snapshot, private message not synced with the Outlook Web Access. Here we can see this message has been marked secure and no status message updated or transcription is updated at the body part of the mail. So moving on the next slide, that describes secure message is not synced with the Outlook Access. Here you can see that this message has been marked secure, and if you are not using Gmail, log on to connection by phone to retrieve the message. Provisioning of description of error codes for transcription failure, timeout and registration failure. If in case Nuance will not be able to transcript the voicemail, it will send error code to Cisco Unity connection and associate error code description is viewed in the reading pane of email. Admin user can configure error codes and error code description through newly added Nuance server configuration in KUKA page. If there is a new error code introduced in Nuance, then admin user can create the new error code and the associate description for it. If the provisioning is not done, then the appropriate error code received from Nuance is displayed at the reading pane of email. So moving on the next slide, that will describe the KUKA changes for the new Nuance server code configuration. So here we can see that new field will be added like Nuance server code, in which we can configure the error codes as well as error code descriptor. We can see these error codes like fault, inaudible, rejected, timeout and unconverted, and corresponding descriptor is there. For fault it is registration failed, for inaudible it is system was unable to transcribe the message, like that. Here admin can create, modify, update the description of error code received from the Nuance. These descriptions are updated in the reading pane of email in case when Nuance is unable to transcribe the voice message. So moving on the next slide. So here we are changing the error code and corresponding error code descriptor and see whether that thing will be reflected on the exchange or not. Here the error code is unconverted and the error code descriptor is the transit failed. So here we modified the unconverted error code description to the transit failed. Originally it is the transcription failed due to system configuration problem, call voicemail to hear the message. So that message is changed to the transit failed and we can verify it whether this message is synced to exchange in case of failure is updated or not. So moving on the next slide. After changing the configuration, verifying whether error code descriptor is updated at exchange or not. When Nuance is not able to transcribe the message and returning unconverted error code to Cisco Unity connection, the error code description which we have done for unconverted is synced to exchange. So here we can see the transit failed is updated here at exchange side. Same failed status is seen when we configure through KUKA. So moving on the next slide, we will discuss the speech view configuration. For speech view configuration, we can refer this speech view PPT. So moving on the next slide, that will describe the speech view troubleshoot. So what logs to gather for troubleshooting? Generally, logs will be located in var of Cisco connection logs. When you go to connection through root CLI, for syncing related issue between Cisco Unity connection and Exchange, we can refer these three DAGs for CUMDX sync and CSEWS and MT. You can go through these DAGs for any troubleshooting operation. So moving on the next slide, what logs to gather for troubleshooting is, when troubleshooting for a cluster, be sure to gather the log sets either from the publisher or the subscriber, whichever is primary, and on which CUMDX sync service and FTP service are running. So link for troubleshooting guide is present here, and for more log analysis, you can refer this annotated DAG logs, which I attached here. So here is we concluded the presentation part. We can move to the demo part in our next part. Okay, thank you all.